Are you struggling to lose weight even when you're eating clean and working out? There might be one ingredient that you are missing, which can make fat loss a lot easier and it can keep you full and protect your curves. And the missing ingredient is protein. My name is Titilaya, by the way, and in this video, I want to break down how much protein you really need to eat for fat loss and how to calculate it and how to eat your protein goal without stress. So if you have not yet subscribed to my video, please click the button below and subscribe. And for another sister that might need to hear this, the more people subscribe to this video, the more it can get to people like you and I that need to hear about this. Firstly, let's talk about the foundation of protein. Why do we need protein? Protein is like, I normally say carbohydrate is the king of nutrients, but protein is like the queen, the really queen. She's the one that controls everything. Even though carbohydrate is like the king of nutrients, protein is the real organ. Protein is the real queen. She controls everything because protein is used for transportation, is used for organization, is used for defense, is used for building. Oh my God, there is nothing protein does not do in our body. And as culturally rooted women, just like you and I, it is very vital that you are meeting your protein needs, especially when it comes to fat loss because protein helps you to preserve your muscle. Sis, you want to lose weight. Yes, let's just be specific. You want to lose fat. You don't want to lose your curves. You don't want to lose your muscles. You don't want to lose your glutes. You still want to, look feminine and nice and be full just the way you are. The only thing you want to get rid of is fat. So the main thing you want to lose is just fat. And the one nutrient that is going to help you get there is protein because protein helps to preserve every curves that you have right now. And if you lose your curves, meaning if you lose your muscle, you will need to eat a lot of protein to get it back, and you will have to do a lot of strength training to get it back. So, my sis, if you're just like me and we do not have the time to be spending an hour in the gym every other day, buckle up and start eating that protein. Another thing protein does is that it helps you feel fuller for longer. My queens, if you start your breakfast or start your day with protein, you will realize that as you go throughout the day, you will not even have the head space to be thinking about a snack. You might even skip a lunch unknowingly, but it's very vital that your first meal has to start with protein. Another thing protein does is that it reduces your cravings. Because you're full, you're satiated, you don't feel like, oh, I need a little bit of sugar there, oh, I need a little bit of cake. Protein and fat, they help keep your insulin levels steady. You don't have the spikes. It's when you eat carbohydrate and it digests quickly that you start having those spikes and you start feeling like, oh, I need a little bit of energy. Let me go grab a sweet. Let me go grab a chocolate. Let me grab a biscuit. When you have a lot of protein that you've eaten, maybe in the morning, or if you fast and you have your protein first after you break your fast, my queens, all of that snacking that you're doing would reduce. Protein also helps to minimize brain fog. You see, my sister, when you wake up in the morning and you feel foggy and you can't really think clearly and you feel like, oh, I need a cup of coffee to fix me. Oh, I need a bar of chocolate or sugar to fix me. Protein will not make you addicted to it, just like chocolate, biscuits, sweet gets you addicted to it. Once you eat protein, it gets you fuller. You don't think about food. It clears up your brain fog and it helps you to think clearly. It helps you to actually even make good decisions about your day because right now you're no longer thinking about your body. You're no longer thinking about the food you need to eat to give you energy. You already have that sustained energy, and all you need to do is just go, go, go. And my queens, at that point, you are on fire. You can easily reach your goals. You have enough energy, sustained strength to fuel you through the day. Now, I had my breakfast about 9 a.m., which I had like four eggs and tuna. I didn't even finish the eggs. And my queens, it is almost 3 o'clock. And I have not been thinking about food. I am still satiated. I can still go another 2 to 3 hours without food. That's because I started my day with protein. Another thing that protein does is that it helps to create the hormonal balance within us, and it also helps to repair the body. You see, like I said, protein is the queen, but she's actually in charge of everything that goes on in the body. Protein will help you clear any hormonal imbalance, those mood swings, especially during menopause. A lot of women think that, oh, it is normal for women to have hot flashes, mood swings, not sleep well during menopause. My queens, those imbalances are coming up because you've not been eating the right nutrients, especially as culturally rooted women, where we've been taught traditionally to eat more carbohydrates rather than to eat more protein. My queens, you see, if you start meeting your daily requirement of protein on a daily basis, at least most days in a week, by the time you start your menopause, or even if you're through your menopause, you will not have that hormonal imbalance. And let me tell you, hot flashes, mood swings, not being able to sleep properly during menopause, it is not a natural thing. What is not natural is the foods that we're eating. We are not creating a balance in our body. Because we're not creating a balance in our body by eating the right nutrients, what now tends to happen is that that imbalance exhibits itself on the outside. So, my quiz, if you don't want to go through those experiences, or if you want to reduce it to a minimum, it is important that you start taking protein seriously. Another thing that protein does is that it helps to reduce the amount of food that you eat. You see, my queen, especially during your fat loss process, it is very important that you're eating a little bit less than your output, because for you to be able to reduce fat, you need to allow your body to be able to tap into your fat resources. If you're taking in the same amount of food and putting the same amount of output on a daily basis, you are not going to gain and you're not going to lose. You're just going to be maintaining. And if you want to lose, you need to eat a little bit less. Now, carbohydrate cannot do that for you. Fat by itself would help a little bit, but will not get you there. The one nutrient that will get you there and help you eat a little bit less is protein. Like I said, I had four eggs and tuna this morning. Just like that, I would unintentionally skip lunch and possibly have dinner. And my dinner will not be heavy. It will be heavy in protein and the rest will be so light. My queens, just by doing that, I am able to eat less without thinking about food, without having energy crash. I have sustained energy. And even after I've eaten my dinner, oh my God, I try as much as possible not to eat so much protein at dinner because I have so much energy that I cannot sleep in the evening. So what I tend to do is to have majority of my protein intake at least before 6. Like right now, once I finish this video, I'm gonna have a protein yogurt just to balance up my protein so that I don't have to eat too much protein in the evening and have too much energy for a long time that I cannot sleep. And this is one of the effects of protein during your fat loss. How much protein do you actually need? There were loads of answers on the internet, and for a culturally rooted woman, especially if you are on a fat loss journey, I would normally recommend within 1.6 kg to 2.4 kg per kilogram of your body weight. So, for example, I weigh 55 kg. I would normally have about 2.0 kg per kilogram of my body weight. So I would normally aim to have within 110 gram of protein to 120 gram of protein. The reason why I go on the higher end is because I am moderately active and I really want to keep my curves. I don't want to spend extra time in the gym doing strength training to regain it back if I lose it. So I would go on the higher end and eat a little bit more protein. With that, I get to eat less food, I get to keep all my curves, and I get to easily lose weight. And to top it up, my queen, I hardly fall sick because the defense during because I have good defense system within my body. And again, another bonus, even during my periods, I hardly go through a heavy period. I hardly have a long period. I hardly have mood swings unless I intentionally put myself into a stressful moment and I don't take control of it. My queens, protein is really indeed the queen of all nutrients that you should always take seriously. If you are less active, you might want to go on an average side of protein or the lower range of protein. Maybe you might want to start within from 1.6 kg to maybe like 1.8. That means, say for example, if you're 70 kg, you might want to have like within 112 gram of protein every day, and you can always increase it depending on how active you are, or if you feel that you are still getting a little bit hungry, you could always increase it to 2 kg per your body weight. Also, if you have kidney issues, you should also seek your doctor's guidance on eating much protein. There are lots of common mistakes that I see a lot of women making. Firstly, not having protein as your first meal of the day. If you're having sugar, having cereal as your first meal of the day, sis, you're gonna have an energy crash. You're not gonna be able to sustain yourself. If you're having granola, oatmeal, they've told you that granola, oatmeal are good breakfast, are a good way to start your day. They've already told you that fruits as well as a good way to start your day. Yes, I was told that as well and I tried it. My queens, let me tell you. Don't start your day with sugar. Start your day with protein. If you want to be able to sustain your energy, if you want to be able to feel full for longer, if you want to be able to avoid mood swings, insulin spikes, avoid sugar. Do not start your day with sugar. Start your day with a good amount of protein. Once you've had your protein, then you can have a little bit of healthy sugar. And when I mean healthy sugar, I'm talking about fruits. And be very careful on the type of fruits you have because there are so many fruits that are not actually natural fruits. So it is also better that even when you're having fruit, that you are eating your fruit in whole and not drinking it like orange juice. You cannot be drinking orange juice and tell me you are eating fruit. No, my queen, you're drinking sugar. All right, back to protein. Some people start their day by eating salad, thinking salad is healthy, so I must well just start my day with salad or just having a bowl of salad is healthy. Yes, my queen, having a bowl of salad is healthy. There's loads of fiber and nutrients in it. But one important nutrient that you are missing is protein. You might want to add some eggs, some fish, some meat, tofu. Add some protein into it, or chickpeas, add some protein into it. Do not just eat a salad. You are going to lose your curves. You are going to be so lean that by the end of your fat loss journey, you're not going to like what you see. Another mistake that I see is people believe that if they have too much protein, they're going to be bulky. Sis, let me tell you, you cannot be bulky having too much protein. For you to be bulky, you would need to be a pro first. You need to go to the gym so much and lift heavy, bigger weights. It actually takes a number of years for you to be bulky. You cannot be bulky. What protein will do is it will define your curves. It will define your skeletal muscle. You will look good and feel good. That's what protein will do to you. Okay? And yes, you will have some muscle, but that muscle gives you a good definition, a good cut. And I'm sure that's what you want. Another mistake that I see people doing is they don't track or even estimate at all. They just think, okay, I've had 3 or 4 eggs this morning. I'm gonna have a chicken breast this afternoon, and in the evening I'm done. My sis, if you're not tracking the amount of protein you eat every day, How do you know you're actually reaching your protein goals? Mine says each protein varies. Like a chicken drumstick could be like 20 grams of protein, and a protein yogurt could maybe give you like 10 to 15 gram of protein. Protein varies. It's not the amount of protein on your food that means that, oh, you're eating a lot of protein. It's the quality of protein that you're eating that determines how much protein you've eaten for the day. So my says, track your protein. And if you need to even estimate it without weighing it, go to the tracking apps or the fitness food apps. Just have a look at, like, okay, if I'm eating one drumstick or if I'm eating like a slice of meat, how much protein do I get from that? Use that to estimate how much protein you're having a day. As a lady, you want to be making sure if you weigh above 50 kg to 70 kg, you want to make sure at least you're having within 100 to 120 or 140 gram of kg a day. However, do not take my word for it. Do the calculation. I will be leaving the formula below on how to calculate your protein intake for the day, whether you are active or not. Here is a list of protein that you can eat. As you can see, chicken breast 100 gram has 30 gram, tofu 100 grams has 10 gram, a Greek yogurt 150 gram has 10 grams. Ladies, you can see each protein varies. So make sure that you are tracking the amount of protein you eat and make sure you are eating the right amount of protein for your body. Sis, now don't guess your way to weight loss. I would like you to fill your body with the right amount of protein. If this video resonates with you, or if you would like to know more, please drop a comment for me and I'll be happy to help you. And if you would like to experience how to eat more protein and to enjoy your fat loss journey, please join my WhatsApp group in the description below. Until next time, like and share and subscribe.